you're going to get a big lump of clay like this. And you're going to think, what in the world am I going to do? So you need a lump of clay, you need some water, and you need your hands. That's pretty much it. Your water is simply going to smooth out. See how if I make creases and there's indents and lines, your water is going to smooth it all out. So like this section right here, so you can see that? So it looks like one piece again. So when you make mistakes like that, it looks perfect now. All right, so basically what's going to happen is you got to take this mold and you got to turn it into a body and a head and some limbs. So the first thing I did is I would separate it into thirds, and your biggest chunk being your body. So almost like half of it, your body, not thirds, and a quarter of it a head, and then these are going to be for your limbs. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is make your body. And in making a lot of these, it seems like the best thing would be to have it a seated, squatted terracotta soldier.
Squanto.
Squanto, as my son said. All right, so make it pretty, and then make it kind of flat, because really he's only going to be one-sided. He's a one-sided figure. So he's about that fat, and he's like this. This is going to end up being the major part of the body. And once I have the body, then it's pretty easy to figure out an appropriate head size. Obviously, this head on this body would look silly, so I'm going to make my head a little smaller. I'm going to keep all that extra. Now this head looks a little bit better on the body. This is going to be your tool, will be your pencil. It's a perfect tool. And when you look at those pictures, you can use your pencil for making, like if I press into it, I can make lines into my torso, like a crisscross. And if I decide I don't like it, this is where I take my water, I dip my fingers in the water just like that, I mush it all out. And that's because this is air dry clay, so you want to make sure while you're working with it, you keep it moist. You don't want it wet, but you want it moist. So yeah, I don't blame you. I don't like how much that looked either. So I have some extra clay left because remember my head was too big. I'm going to go back to my torso. There he is again. And I'm going to make some long skinny things. And I'm thinking of doing like maybe braces. I don't know what you call them that would go across the chest. So I'm going to show you. So I'm going to lay them down and then I'll show them to you. Something like this. And then I kind of want to push them down so they look like it. And then this is too big. This is hanging off. That doesn't look good. Kind of squeeze. Okay. So see right here where it kind of meets it? So what you do, this is called scoring it. And it's where you basically wet it so much that you can't tell where one part stops and one part begins. See that? And then now when that dries, that will actually dry. And I'm going to put a little bit of water under it too. That will actually help work like glue. And I'll bring it around. Just like that. Like a little skirt. And now you're looking going, it's the wrong shape. It's not the right shape of a skirt. That's okay. I can work it out. And I'm going to give it some texture. See how my pencil really helped that out? And then, just for extra measure, I'm going to use the tip of my pencil, and I'm going to dot into it to give it even more, because remember, if you looked at some of those pictures, it looked like they had little spiky things sticking up out of their clothing. We're not sure what they almost look like rivets. So, because the more detail I have, the fancier it looks, I'm going to go for lots of detail on this, so there we go. So now I fixed it. Excellent. So now I have this, and let's finish this side. Okay, I know you're still looking at going, that does not look like a soldier yet. Watch. Now is the fun part, the head. Also the tricky part. You're going to want to decorate your head before you attach him to your body. So make sure you either get a clean pencil and think about, just like you guys know about heads, right? You're not going to do that, but just so you know, like, right, your eyes go here. So kind of think about when you're doing your head, it's in the right spot. All right, so here I go. I'm going to do it on the other side because it's not dry. I'm going to do my eyes. I'm going to give him a nose. I think I'm going to give him a little itty bitty clay nose. I got to watch so I'm not going to turn him into Pinocchio. Itty bitty clay nose. Hopefully he won't look. Oh, that looks good. Look at that. Itty bitty clay nose. I'm going to give him his eyes. Uh-oh. And you know what? If you mess up, just watch it. You know what I saw one of the students do one year, and we were very impressed? They made itty bitty tiny eyebrows. So, I don't know if I have this patience, but I'm going to go for it. Look, I gave him little eyebrows. Of course, they're crooked, but, well, you get the picture. You can make better ones. Don't do that. Now I'm going to give him hair. Where'd you throw in my hair? So, remember some of those ancient Chinese had like that top knot? So, to put my hair, or if I wanted to do a helmet, I could do a helmet. I'm going to do a top knot. I'm going to kind of go into the top of the head. I've wet my pencil so that my little knot can kind of fit in that notch. And I'm going to wet the little sphere. How cool is this? Look, he's got a bun. That's awesome, isn't it? Okay. Then I'm going to give him a little thing on the top, because that's what they look like. Not all of them have that. You know, you can make a helmet. Whoops. Same with this one. Okay, now he's got the little thing on the top. Come on, he looks awesome. I'm going to try to make a triangle, and then I'm going to try to, like, I don't know if it's a Fu Manchu or just a beard, what I'm doing, but I'm going for it. I'm going to draw on it to kind of give it texture, because it's hair, right? So you'll see I just have it on my finger, and I'm drawing, and I'm really using it, just giving it some texture. Now I'm going to gently peel it off, and let's see how this looks. Okay, except for the fact that it is giant on his face. I think it would actually look pretty cool if I could just get the right size. So that's something you guys can play with. Let's see. See? Now some of you are looking at that going, I'm not really sure what I think about that. But that's okay. Because it's my terracotta soldier, not yours. Oh. But I don't know about you, but I think he looks pretty awesome. There we go. See how he's sitting now? See? That's kind of what you guys are going to do. I think he looks pretty darn good. What's really important is that right here, hold on, right here, so right here where my feet, where my legs touch my body, you're going to want to come over again with water and make sure that's really well attached. Where is it? So like right here, see that space there? That's not going to work out. I really want to smooth that out with my fingers. If I want, guys, could you be quiet? If I want, I could go like that, because what that's going to do is that it's going to really help it stay. Okay, and so here's my little warrior. He's pretty cute. Look at that. He's got a beard and everything. And there you go. Now, some of you might be thinking, where are his arms? Well, I don't know if I like him with the arms. So now it's just got to dry. That's it.